Today, we're jumping straight into a classic case, the death of Emily Inglethorpe at Styles Court.
A timeline that just didn't add up at first glance.
Right, the victim, Mrs. Inglethorpe, white-haired lady, fairly strong-willed from what we gather, and she'd caused a stir, hadn't she?
Oh, absolutely. 3 months before her death, she married Alfred Inglethorpe. He was, at least 20 years younger?
Yeah, and her stepsons, John and Lawrence Cavendish, were not happy. John apparently called him a rotten little bounder.
A barefaced fortune hunter, too, I think. You can see why, though.
How so?
Well, the stepsons were already, living off Mrs. Inglethorpe's money. Her first husband left her the estate, the income, everything. They depended on her.
So this new husband, Alfred, suddenly becomes the guy who might inherit it all instead. Okay, sets the stage.
Exactly. Makes him suspect number one right out of the gate.
And then, on July 17th, it happens. Mrs. Inglethorpe dies. Strychnine poisoning. Sounds horrific. Violent convulsions.
Terrible. And like we said, all eyes immediately turned to Alfred, especially since John's companion, Evelyn Howard, had basically been shouting warnings.
Saying, watch that devil, her husband. Wasn't there some key evidence early on? Something about buying the poison?
Yes, that's crucial. A chemist's assistant was quite sure. Identified Alfred Inglethorpe as the man who bought strychnine just the day before, on the Monday. But Alfred denied it flat out, said it wasn't his signature, and crucially, he had an alibi for that time.
Okay, so that throws a wrench in things, and this is where the medical side gets weird.
Right. Dr. Bauerstein, he was a poisons expert, confirmed it was strychnine. But here's the puzzle. The symptoms showed up 9 hours after supper.
9 hours? Wait, that's way too long, isn't it?
Strychnine usually acts much faster. That massive delay didn't fit the theory that it was slipped into her dinner or, her evening coffee. That delay was the hook. Poirot started noticing things others missed, like a coffee cup in Mrs. Inglethorpe's room.
What about it?
It wasn't just broken, it was smashed to powder, like someone deliberately destroyed it, maybe in panic.
And wasn't there something about a fire?
Yes. Bizarre, right? Middle of July, apparently 80 degrees out, and Mrs. Inglethorpe ordered a fire lit in her fireplace.
Why on earth?
Poirot found out why. Charred bits of paper in the ashes. It was a will, a destroyed will.
Okay, things are getting complicated.
Yeah.
And there was another clue. Something green.
A tiny fragment of dark green fabric. Found caught in the bolt of the door between Mrs. Inglethorpe's room and the room of Cynthia Murdoch, her young ward.
So smashed cup, weird fire, destroyed will, green fabric. How does this all add up? Who did do it?
It turns out it was a conspiracy. Alfred Inglethorpe wasn't involved. His partner was. Evelyn Howard.
No. The loyal companion, the one warning everyone against him.
The very same. She was the one who actually bought the strychnine. She wore disguise. They found a new black beard hidden away later.
And the signature in the register?
This is clever. She signed Alfred's name, yes, but she forged it in John Cavendish's handwriting.
Whoa, so frame Alfred and potentially frame John if needed. That's devious.
Extremely. But why the 9-hour delay? That wasn't part of their plan.
So what caused it?
An innocent mistake, believe it or not. Mary Cavendish, John's wife. She thought her mother-in-law seemed unwell earlier that evening.
Okay.
So she gave her some cocoa, and in that cocoa she put a harmless sleeping draft, a bromide.
And the bromide, what, interfered with the strychnine?
Exactly. It slowed down the absorption of the strychnine that Mrs. Inglethorpe must have taken later, causing that long, confusing delay.
Wow. And the smashed coffee cup, was that Mary?
Yes. She was horrified after the death, thinking maybe she accidentally poisoned someone, Cynthia, maybe, who might have drunk the cocoa instead. So she smashed the cup in panic, trying to hide what she thought was her mistake.
Incredible. So she unknowingly disrupted the killer's timeline and destroyed evidence for the wrong reason.
Precisely. Inglethorpe and Howard then tried to salvage things later by planting leftover poison in Alfred's glasses in John's room, but Poirot saw through it all. And the key wasn't the big motive necessarily, but tiny details. That fire on a hot day, the handwriting forgery.
It tells you, doesn't it, that you need to look past the noise, past the person everyone's pointing at.
The truth is often hiding in those weird little inconsistencies, the things that just feel off.
So maybe think about this. What are those seemingly small, maybe irrelevant details in your own life, the things that don't quite add up?
Could they be pointing towards a bigger picture, a critical truth you just haven't pieced together yet?